in just a little bit. We're here to talk about, of course, Lancme, the #1 leading French prestige beauty brand in the world. And we at HSN get so many honors because we get to introduce you to some things that aren't even at counter that you're going to see later in the show. But we're going to also start with something, well, first I want to share with you, we're going to be talking about the foundation sticks, which everybody has fallen in love with, myself included, the Teint Idole. We've got this in 5 different shades. We'll get to the details, but we also wanted to share with you, we've got the Ultimate Skin Tone Corrector in stock at HSN. It's over here in the pink jar. I'm saying it now because it's super limited and I just want you to get it before it sells out early. This is half off.
This is, yes. It's almost $50 off. This is $99 in stores. You're not gonna find this value anywhere but here. It's your ultimate skin tone corrector. If you have discolorations, dullness, sallowness, redness, any imperfections, it's going to completely correct those discolorations. And it's $50.
It's, and free shipping. It's $79802. I'm, again, mentioning it because we've got a couple, like 500. So first come, first serve. Let's talk about, for some of you, you may not have even tried the Teint Idole. This is a foundation stick. I love that it's got an SPF of 21 because who wants to go with that second step? I always avoid it.
It's time for that.
And exactly, this formulation is beautiful.
Yes.
We've got 5 shades. Let's go through them and let's talk about what you're wearing. 4 shades. We'll talk about what you're wearing, what I'm wearing, and then we'll share with you how to apply it, because I find that this is one product, a little goes a long way.
Yeah, a little goes a really long way. If you're used to wearing a full coverage foundation, you're probably putting it all over because it's not a precise match. And we use those full coverage foundations to cover imperfections and make our skin look flawless. But what happens, they tend to be really cakey, really heavy, really matte. They settle into lines. And instead of making us look better, they actually make us look older. Well, Teint Idole Stick Foundation is our brand new formula, and what it's gonna do for you, it's gonna give you long, almost 24-hour wear in a full coverage foundation, but it looks like your skin. I mean, take a look at this before and after, and how incredible you can look in just one application.
It's really a beautiful formulation. You're right, one application. And I love that, like I said before, it includes the SPF, so you don't have to worry about that, because we know we should put it on, but it always,
and it's an SPF 21, where most foundations are 12 or 15. That's not enough. We've amped it up for you. So it's an SPF 21, so you're gonna have that great sunscreen protection, plus the coverage. And Robert's gonna teach us how to use this, because a lot of you may say, that little stick, really?
I know.
But this will go such a long way. I mean, look at the coverage you're gonna get, and this is just with a little dot on the forehead, a little dot, stripe on the nose, a little dot on each cheek, and a little dot on the chin. I wanna get into the shades right away so that you know exactly what you wanna order today. If you're a fair complexion, get Ivoire 110. If you're a light complexion, this is what I wear, Buff 220. If you're a tan complexion, we're out of the 320. If you're a tan complexion, I want you to get the Bisque 420. That's what you wear, Callie.
Right.
And then if you're a deep complexion, get the Suede 500.
And I use this as more of like a contour stick personally, and I don't use it as an all over my face kind of foundation. I think that's probably what Robert's gonna share with us too. He taught me. I know you're gonna teach everyone else.
Well, first of all, I am gonna go a little negative at first, because I read a lot of the comments online, and the biggest concern was that it doesn't last. I gotta tell you, it lasts 3 to 4 months for this little stick, because you don't need it everywhere. Put it where you need it. If you look at your face really objectively, where do most of us need coverage? It's right here in the center part of the face. Angela has nothing to cover here. Most of us, when we look in the mirror, there's nothing to cover, but we put makeup all over the entire face because we think we need wall-to-wall carpeting all over our face. We don't. Put it where you need it. If you need a little bit under your eye, put it under your eye. We usually have redness around our nose. So stripe the middle part of the face, that's all you need. Then with your fingers, just simply buff it out, blend it out. This is the Ivoire 110. Daryl, our producer, just making sure you heard that. Ivoire 110. This is the lightest, fairest shade. So if you are that light, fair shade, this is the product for you. But look at how effortlessly it goes on. It blends, it builds. You can use it more full coverage if you need it around your eyes or where you have those little pesky dark spots. But when you get it up to your hairline, you don't want this heavy, thick line up there,
and you don't
because
need
then where do you blend it? If you put it here, you blend it, so by the time it hits your hairline, it's gone.
And I love that you're demoing on Angela with the lightest color. She's got beautiful freckles. I've always wanted freckles. I wish I had them. But look at how much coverage you're getting here.
It's full coverage or it's sheer coverage. It's whatever you want it to be. You put it on the way you need to. But I tell you, every time I work with a client, Every time I see their foundation, the biggest concern I have is, why are you putting it all over your face? Look at your face objectively and say, where do I really need coverage?
Gorgeous.
And it's hard to see yourself
really
because you're used to putting on a
gorgeous.
full face of makeup. That was a full face of makeup, but I striped it just in key areas. And you can see Angela has a lot of discolorations through in the before picture around the eye area, darkness under the eye, redness, patchiness, freckles. If that's you, this is all you need. It's a touch just where you need it. And don't feel like you have to put it all over, wall to wall, head to toe, because what's the worst thing? Then you hug somebody and you've got makeup all over their shoulder. There's no makeup on her jawline because she doesn't need it. So keep it away from areas where you don't need it. Again, that's the Ivoire 110.
And by the way, I think this is one of those products that you can't even find at counter yet.
I just wanted to mention that. I'm glad you jumped in and said that, because we are going to be launching this across the country at counter in the summertime. So you can't get it at any Lancome counter today. You can only get it here. And you know what? And you can't get it on auto ship at the counter either.
No,
this is on
but
auto
you can
ship.
here.
It's amazing. You know what we do for you for auto ship? Oh my gosh, if you sign up for auto ship, you will get our Lancome Compliments program. And with Lancome Compliments, what that means for you is on your first auto ship order and everyone thereafter, you're gonna get one of our top selling products in a great, amazing deluxe travel size.
They're all my
They're not
favorites.
baby samples, they're all my favorites. They're all your favorites.
Yeah, and you'll
if you
just
didn't
be
get a chance to try one in the past, you can try some of our best sellers.
Excellent point. So there is auto ship, and the benefit of auto ship is that you'll get it every month or two, or I mean, I think Robert said this could last you up to 4 months, depending on, again, if you're using it properly, you're not putting this all over your face. You're using it basically in the T-zone and then just blending it in. We have 5 shades. I apologize. We started off, I said 5, then we had 4, but we have 5. We're going to show you what those shades are. I think Kara wears the 320. I wear the 420. Most of the time, I like to have a little bit of a fake glow. But
that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes. So
I'd rather you do it that way instead of the other way.
It's not, yes, for sure. I do it the right way. You're right. And especially with a foundation like this that provides the automatic SPF.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
love that.
Absolutely. So let's go through the shades one. Let's go to Carol. What shade is Carol wearing?
Carol's wearing the 320.
320. So that's the shade that I wear. That's the shade that Carol wears. Okay. That's the shade that most of you are going to wear.
That is the most universal.
It's the most universal shade. If you're fair complexion, grab Ivoire. Light, grab Buff. If you're tan, grab Bisque. And if you're deep, grab Suede. There it is. There it is right there for you.
There it is.
There it is. We finally got it there. One more time. If you are a fair complexion, I want you to grab Ivoire. That's what you just saw on Angela, the Ivoire 110. If you're a light complexion, grab the Buff 220 today. If you're more of a medium complexion like myself or like you just saw on Carol, grab the 320 Bisque. If you're more like Callie, you're a little more tan, grab 420 Bisque. And if you're a deep complexion, grab the 500 Suede. I'm glad we got through those finally.
We finally got it straight, folks. I love that this is truly like a concealer and a foundation in one. I find that I use it under my eyes. I use it to, in some cases, I can use 2 different colors and use as a contour. Is that okay with you, Robert, or am I making a mistake?
What's that?
By wearing 2 different shades, if I wanted to use one as a contour?
Yeah, we actually did the darkest shade as your contour color.
The darkest of all?
The darkest
the 500.
of all.
Wow.
These are so forgiving. That's what's so fun about it. Let's play here.
Okay.
All right, so let me show you on Carol. First of all, Carol, when you see her before and after, you're gonna see where she needs coverage and where she doesn't. That's your major points of interest where you need coverage. Carol doesn't have issues out here. She doesn't have issues on the forehead. As many of you don't at home, look at your skin and say, what do you really need to cover, and cover just those specific spots. In fact, if you will take the stick and just dot on your dots where you need coverage or redness issues or freckling or whatever, you don't need a mask. Like I always say, a bag covers your head, but it's not pretty. A full face of makeup looks like a mask, and it's not pretty. You want your skin to look like good skin, not good makeup. I don't like that heavy, masky look because it doesn't look young. It doesn't look youthful. Then the minute you smile, everything cracks. And then you use up your product and you give us a bad review. Not good.
You're right. You don't have to use much of this. That's another beauty. So do a payment. $10.50 by using your HSN card, and you can use your FlexPay option for auto ship too, so you don't even have to pay the full price. Did you know though you can't even go to counter right now and find this product?
Right.
You won't find it at counter until the summer.
Yep.
We just celebrated spring.
Yes.
And you have a chance to get this. This is a relatively new addition to the makeup category here with Lancome at HSN. I fell in love with it the first time I tried it. I love traveling with this too because you don't have to worry about something opening and spilling all over your makeup bag. It's literally a stick. It makes so much sense. This is the color that you can contour with. It looks beautiful. And it blends beautifully, too. I love how the blendability.
I mean, I want to show it to you on my hand. I know Robert's doing such a beautiful job with his fingers on your faces, but take a look at this. It's hand poured, so they're all absolutely beautiful and silky and velvety. Watch when I put this on my skin. Now, I'm putting a lot on my hand, but look at that coverage.
Wow, it's just, it's
and look at how beautiful.
It's like a second skin.
Look at that. Look at how instantly you get this gorgeous, gorgeous coverage. So when you look at the coverage that he's getting from on Carol's skin, it's incredible. When we look at Carol's skin, right, Robert?
Yeah.
She has discoloration, but when you put this on, it looks like her skin. It doesn't look like makeup covering it.
Because you're only putting it where you need it. Focus on the areas where you need it. Again, Carol's wearing the Bisque 320. If you're that medium shade, which is where most people are gonna be, Carol could actually, she could switch in 320 or 220. These are so forgiving. If you put it on just where you need it, it will blend. But if you want to contour, I'm just going to take the darker one. This is the brush. If you're a brush kind of person, we have this gorgeous brush. It's double-ended. You can highlight, you can conceal using a couple different colors.
368-029 to get it, free shipping.
Conceal and coverage all in one. You can use one color to highlight, you can use one color to contour, you can do all sorts of different things. If you are dry skin and you think you can't use a stick foundation on dry skin, well, guess what? I'm here to tell you something different. This gives you amazing coverage, and I don't know anybody as dry as Miss Stacy here. But this coverage, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful skin-like finish. It gives you that natural finish on your skin, but it covers. So if you're like Stacy, if you're super dry and you're a little afraid of heavy full coverage makeups, I don't want you to be afraid anymore. Teint Idole Stick Foundation is going to give you that coverage, that confidence back. And I gotta tell you, this foundation, you can't get it anywhere. Any department store in America, nobody has it. They're not gonna have it till summer. This is so limited. So if you're thinking about this and you're gonna deep dive into this product, get it on auto ship.
Absolutely, and you will want to be amongst the first to get this, because it'll be the hottest new commodity at Lancme counters, as well it has become so here at HSN. Did we mention these are handcrafted?
They are. They're hand poured. They're handcrafted, and what's so great about them is that they are really going to give you long wear. This is 24-hour wear, ladies. You put it on in the morning. You don't have to think about it again, and it's so, so easy to apply. You just saw Robert applying it. I literally, when I put it on, I do an X across my forehead, down my cheeks, and once in here, and I just blend, 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 blend. Your foundation has never been so easy, and when you think about stick foundations, they tend to be cakey, they tend to be heavy, they tend to settle into lines. Look at how beautifully and smoothly this blends on your skin. Look at that. It's just so easily blended. You can use your fingers, you can use a brush like Robert's using, and you get full coverage, flawless coverage, but it looks like your skin. That's how beautiful it is.
I'm just amazed at how that is a perfect match to you. I mean, which one is this? I just picked this one up.
You picked up the 420.
The 420.
Yes.
This is the shade I'm wearing right now. Look at this. It blends into my skin so beautifully. Look at that. And it's such a smooth, lightweight. Again, this is a little, a shade darker than my skin normally is, but I like a little sun-kissed glow.
A little sun-kissed glow.
It's just who I am. So there you go. I know we're going to move on here, but it is available to all. We've got 5 shades to select from. Get your shade, at least try it. It is one of the easiest ways to have complete flawless finish. Walk out the door in no time at all. I love traveling with it. It's just a little bit of thing, but I tell you, don't overuse it. I promise you, you'll be happy to have heard that advice from Robert here today. 99082 is the item number. Hundreds gone. We're just getting started. Don't forget about the auto ship program. It's pretty cool. The foundation stick is one thing you can do on auto ship. These are a sampling of some of the deluxe items that you'll receive with each future shipment down the road. Karen, did you almost drop that?
I broke it. I broke it. I did such a good job, and then I broke it. So let's stay over here on this one, but really, you get the best samples. You're going to get our top sellers. These are deluxe travel sizes. These aren't little baby paquettes, and you get a different one with every one of your auto shipments. So it's a nice surprise and delight. Every time you get your auto ship, you get to try another Lancome favorite.
Yep, you'll just never know. It's kind of like Christmas every time you get a package. All right, I see what you did. All right, we're having fun.